Okay. So for the first question, do you speak a different language or dialect than other than standard English? Um, I don't speak a different language in my home or no two languages or anything like that, but um, I do notice that I have like a different kind of code that I use when I talk to my best friends, especially either like both through text and regularly. My best friend and I like sometimes think that we can communicate telepathically because we'll just shoot each other a look or like a gesture or just like make eye contact and we know we're thinking something about someone across the room or something that we've been talking about earlier. And also the way we talk, like me and my best friends, you can finish half a sentence and they can finish it for you or they know like what you were saying. The same thing, like all teenagers today use text writing and it's like abbreviations and things that like some older parents and teachers don't understand because it's new technology and obviously I use some sort of stuff like that. So that's not how I speak when I am emailing a teacher formally or a professor, someone like of authority. I wouldn't use text abbreviation, so that's also another kind of code that I use. Um, for the second question, do your parents, grandparents, or other family members speak a different language? Um, they don't speak a different language. Like we all just speak English. I'm like grandparents and stuff. Like we're born here and everything, so we all speak English. But I notice that my mom and my grandparents like use different words to describe certain things that were used that were like older words that we don't use now. But because I've grown up with my mom using those certain words, sometimes I'll use them as well. And my friends like won't really know what I'm talking about. So they do kind of have a different way of speaking, just based on like the time, the era difference between like when my mom grew up and when I grew up, and things that her parents say and things that my parents and my siblings say and my friends. So that's kind of like a different way of speaking that they have as compared to me. And last question, what conflicts have you experienced between your home or community language? Um, I know that like for our generation, it's often a problem because since we have autocorrect and text codes and everything, it's hard to remember sometimes like how to spell certain things because our phones and computers like finish it for us and um, like proper ways to speak rather than just like in sentence fragments and things like that. So that's definitely a challenge. Sometimes just having to switch gears between text and everyday speaking, like how you speak to your friends, and then more formal ways of writing and communicating with teachers and professors and like bosses or for interviews and things like that. So, I mean, I don't struggle with it like too much. I've had a pretty good grasp, I think, before we were introduced to technology. So I have pretty easy time switching back and forth and knowing when to use what kind of like typing or speaking, and then when to use another type. So, but I do think that it's probably like a struggle for a lot of people my age and our generation in general. So, yeah,